Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Alaska Bound to My Forever Home. Today will be the second to last video before we arrive in Alaska. So I'll have to be changing the name of my channel once we get up there. So it's getting pretty exciting. It's 8 days away. So I decided to do something just a bit different today. I know we were going to possibly do a demonstration of the um, some of the stuff I was taking up, including the generator, and we're going to pass on that. Part of the reason is my goal is to be as prepared as possible, obviously, ahead of time. I have almost all my stuff that's going up in U-Haul all packed together in the corner of the garage. I want to make this transition as easy as possible for my sister and brother-in-law, who are kind enough to bring my stuff up the Alcan Highway. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a couple things leading up, and then we're going to do a little short tour of my home here in Orfordville, um, and share a few thoughts with you in regards to that. So before we do that, one of the things that I've been doing for the past quite a while is watching the weather trends and stuff like that up in Selcha. And right up until about a week or 2 weeks ago, it's been some pretty cool weather up there with a little bit of later snow that is kind of melting a little bit and a little bit more. So it's typical early spring for Alaska up there. And I got pretty excited today in particular when I looked at, I was a day behind and looking at the extended forecast. The temperatures are really trending beautifully with no snow in the forecast. So the temperature, I believe, the day I get up there is going to be in the middle to upper 50s with a good amount of sun. So the weather is trending just like I had hoped it would. Uh, Hopefully the fishing will come along fairly quickly. The tapping of the trees will be an exciting thing to be involved in. So one of the things that's happening here that changed plans a little bit is with farewell party. We're having a farewell party this coming Sunday, the 13th. And I did schedule a couple of jobs that I originally wasn't planning on doing with my landscaping business. Had a couple of my regular customers call and want me to do a little work before I left. So pretty hard to turn down some extra work and, you know, put a little extra money in my pocket before I head up. So I have my last job for my business officially tomorrow. The books have been closed on the business, but I'm just going out to do a little job for one of my regular customers. It's been wonderful for the past several years. So looking forward to doing that and looking forward to seeing some people before I go. And one of the things that's coming up is I'm getting a little bit closer to the day. We are, like I said, we're having a farewell party, and I'm talking with more and more people as time goes on as we get closer to farewell. So it's a little challenging trying to fight back the emotions. I would be lying if I didn't say there wasn't a little bit of nervous anticipation, excited nervous anticipation for such a big life change. But something that I talked about and I try to stress to people, I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for, as I continually say, for the amazing family and friends, and especially my mother and my sister, the two people that have been absolutely the most supportive and the most understanding and the most involved in making this happen. I'm grateful, obviously, to my mother for so many things, for providing me with this wonderful home for so many years. And it's time for her son to spread his wings and do his own thing. So I am looking forward to it, but I know my mom will be in good hands. There's lots of wonderful people around here and family close by that will take care of her. So I am very assured of that. And to my sister, to Star, I love you, and I am so appreciative what you're doing for me and how it all came about. Never forget the day when this really came together, without going into a big full story, but having that conversation with my sister when I really knew it was time for me to do this. This goes back, in particular, many, many years that I have had something tugging at me. God has put this on my heart for quite a while, and I just didn't know what it was. I didn't know what the path was. And a couple of years ago, it really started coming together, but I didn't know exactly what it meant and how it was going to happen. And about a year ago, it really started to come together, and my sister was a big part of that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a real quick tour. I'm going to show you this amazing, beautiful house that Dad built for us all these years ago and what it means to me, and a few closing words, and then we'll look forward to our last video about a week from now. So we're going to come out here to the front yard, get my mug out of the picture. I'm going to pan around here a little bit. Birch tree that we transported from northern Wisconsin, where we used to have our summer cabin. And there is our house. Good street view of our house. I love bragging on our house. Beautiful California redwood. Durable, beautiful, easy to work with. Our flowers are coming up in our border. Spring is popping, and we had a little snow shower briefly today. So just a reminder that spring is not 100% here yet, but here is our backyard. Our pride and joy. All our flower borders, our shed, and our flower garden. And then we're going to walk back here. This is something annually that I do. Our rhubarb patch that Dad made many, many years ago. This rhubarb comes up amazing every year. What I do is I take the sticks and twigs from the yard and our burn pit. Wood ash makes great fertilizer. Come back to our shed here. And this is the back of our house. And we're going to head back in the garage. One thing I have learned is in this videos how to keep it at the right point to where before I run out of room on my phone. It's been a challenge. So we're back in my little happy place here in the garage. So, let's reposition that a little bit. Few closing words before our last video next week. I don't know when it'll be and what form it'll be. My main concern was getting to this point, being as prepared as possible, because I really want to spend as much time with family and friends and Mom and helping get ready for the farewell party as I possibly can. So we'll see how that all shakes out. So once again, thank you everyone for your continued support. Really looking forward to stepping foot on my land for the first time. That's just going to be so exciting. And for getting up there and seeing family and friends, and with such an amazing thing coming up in my life, it's wonderful to know that I have people that I love and care for that are going to be up there very close by. And one person in particular that you will meet down the road, a special young man that's kind of like a son to me. I really look forward to involving him in as many of the projects and as many of the outdoor activities as we possibly can. So lots of exciting stuff coming up. So thank you again for your support. Any questions you have, I'll try to get to a couple of them. Uh, like I said, it's right around the corner, just over a week away. So once again, I want to focus on family and stuff like that. So my last video will be very brief, just a little goodbye, and then the following one will be in beautiful Salcha. So thank you once again, everybody. We'll see you in probably about a week.